to say how great it is to be back in India. I think this is my 5th time I've been here, and really I've enjoyed meeting everybody. It's just great. It should have a rapid onset and a long duration of action. And it should not cause unwanted effects or cause drowsiness. The other big problem is, if we have here the blood and the blood-brain barrier in the brain, if you put a first-generation antihistamine in, straight through it goes, causing sedation in the brain. And if you look at the amount of the drug that actually interacts with the receptors, more than 50% of your brain receptors are blocked. So, when we look at the problems of it, the effectiveness is limited by the unwanted effects. So, what is the effect of histamine? Well, we know here that they're involved. Were you aware that this morning when you woke up, you had a surge of histamine through your brain, which is part of the wake-up response within the brain? Without that, you remain dozy all day. Without that, you don't get going in the morning. So here, the arousal system, and that is one of the worst things of taking a first-generation antihistamine. You lose this arousal. So let's just look at that. This is normal night. You have your rapid eye movement sleep. You know that time when you're dreaming? If you've got a pet dog or something, you see them running around almost in their sleep. This is the time when the brain repairs itself. And without it, you gradually run into psychological problems. This is the part that restores your memory as well. You know those times you can't do anything on one day, and then you go to bed, get up the next day, and it seems a lot easier. This is because the time of rapid eye movement sleep has actually consolidated this within your brain. It's very important to have that. Then you're awake during the day with this surge of histamine. Then you take your antihistamine. Oh dear, you've lost a lot of your rapid eye movement sleep. The brain is not reinforcing that learning that it did. And you feel drowsy. What about photoreceptor selectivity? Well, we know a lot of them have got anticholinergic activities, and particularly in patients with dementia. Let's look about sedation. Now, let's have a look. These are the 2nd-generation antihistamines. Loratadine, cetirizine, and levocetirizine is somewhere very close. Olopatadine, elastin. They're causing a little bit of sedation. With belastin, hey look, nothing. Fexofenadine, nothing. So, what we've had to do is protect ourselves against these plant poisons. And one of the things we have developed in the intestine is P-glycoprotein, which lines the intestine and prevents things getting in, or helps to pump stuff out as well. So this is one of the ways of protecting. But whatever the intestine can do, the brain can do even better. And P-glycoprotein, which is a pump that pumps things out from the brain and prevents things going in. And belastin is a very good substrate for that. And therefore, unless the pump is damaged, which occurs very, very rarely indeed, then belastin will not get into the brain, nor with fexofenadine. And they gave them drugs. They gave them the red one, hydroxyzine, 1st generation. The blue one is belastin, and the green one is placebo. I don't need to show you them all. To show you, belastin had no effect. Receptor selectivity. Basically, very good selectivity. Don't have cholinergic effects. don't have other histamic effects, not going to interact with beta receptors. So no problems of dementia or anything. Right, liver metabolism, just highlighting the guidelines. Negligible liver metabolism. So it's not metabolized, so we don't have a problem there. And with belastin, 20 milligram, no effect. 100 milligram, they've gone ridiculously high. Absolutely no effect. Good. Thank you.